cards, oracle cards, attachment clearings, and chakra balancing. Does any of that resonate with you, Melissa?
Tarot cards.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything particular as far as that you're wanting to know, or just what the universe wants to let you know?
Just what the universe wants to let me know. I just know that for a long time I feel different than most people, and I just kind of want to get a feel for what's going on with me.
Okay. All right.
Whenever you let me know the time too, if you can let me know the time too for me on that'd be cool. Whew. Yeah, man. Let me see. You said sometime in the morning, right?
Yeah. 2 something. Hang on a second. 2.
Okay.
I'm getting 2:50 a.m.
2:50?
Yep, that's pretty early.
Yeah. Okay. 2:50. Wow. And you're getting fast at finding this out. It's good.
Yeah, this is, let's see. You ever seen one of these before? They're like, Maltwoods, multi-purpose. You ever seen one of those, Brad?
What you say?
You ever seen one of these?
Let me see. Oh, that's the multi-purpose pendulum chart. Yeah, I've seen that, and it actually, that's dope.
Mm-hmm. So when you're asking me for these times, I usually ask.
Oh, you need to get one of those. Yeah, that's cool.
For the dates, it's like ask for yes and no's for days and time for the days at the AM or PM, but then
the pendulum swings
like up here, and then for the
wow.
Then I'm asking these, and then at the top to be like the minutes.
That's dope. I've never seen that. So that's like, and that's how it swings. It swings in the direction when you want to ask the time. Oh, I need one of those. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at her chart right now, so just give me a second here. Man, you have a lot of planets in your second house right now. 3 in your second house, 3 in your third, and then a mixture of everything else. Okay. So yeah, Melissa, let me get my crystals here. I like some sage up, just in case. Clear the energy here. But for real, like a lot of your alignments are really kind of in the middle. Like you kind of like, I feel like you're in your head a lot. Like you have a really strong mind. You get downloads of information a lot. Like you get like daydream or see things. You have vivid dreams a lot of things.
Yeah.
I feel like you do, because you have some kind of interesting alignments. They're right in the middle in the degrees. And a lot of people who have that usually have vivid dreams. They get downloads of information a lot. They're kind of psychic in a sense, because you see things like precog before it happens. And a lot of it's within your mind or dreams or daydreams even too. So it's like you're constantly getting information. Your sun signs in the second house in the 10-15 degrees. So it's kind of in the middle there, where it's like you're able to kind of get large amounts of information. You're able to remember things. You got a lot of vitality and energy, and your self-confidence factor. That second house though makes you kind of, right now, you're kind of focused on obtaining sustenance and possessions right now, like adding to your storehouse. So resources and security are key for you right now. Like making sure you got what you need, making sure you got a house on your head, making sure you got all the things you need, because that's how you identify with yourself right now, is with the resources you have. That's kind of how you find yourself right now, being in the second house. But or it has a strong urge to identify with those resources, I would say. So people who have this this placement attract people who attract a lot of people of power. They have a lot of influential friends, people who actually attract money to them, or make money, or have a lot of nice things because they have it in the second house. So I feel like that's the case for you, but people in the second house, they tend to hold on to what they have because it's like they're either scared of losing it, or they have some kind of connection to it. But that's kind of where it is for you. It's like you learn about yourself through these things and through being secure. And it's important that you learn how to kind of share your sense of values and valuables with others, and that you kind of like learn how to be resourceful and appreciative of what you have and what you share, because it is kind of important, and that's kind of how you identify yourself right now. Now, being that you do have an Aquarius moon, and you're very ahead of your time in your thought process, which will make you kind of psychic because it's in 17 degrees. And you like to talk. Aquarius moons are chatty Cathys too. Their air signs are the air moons are love to talk about everything. Okay, but specifically for Aquarius, they're really progressive people. And for you right now, your emotional side, it's like you can kind of tap into certain people's energies, and then you can detach yourself really easily from it. So it kind of fools people, because people will one time see you really close and then really distant at the same time. So I feel like it's because you're seeing all this stuff, and it's kind of shocking you and not understanding what you're seeing. Being that it's in the 8th house, this is going to make you very psychic, very intuitive on picking up people's very sensitive to emotional experiences. So I feel like you're very intuitive and with this energy, because it's in this 8th house for you, and everything. You're going to have very psychic, almost astral experiences, especially when you sleep, in different states of consciousness. And that's why you are getting these vivid dreams and you're having these precogs, because it's your 8th house is like screaming, like it's showing you these visions, and you're kind of like experiencing it and not knowing how to kind of assert yourself with it. The best thing to do in the 8th house is to kind of benefit from learning how to be more emotionally detached from things, so that you can use your inner awareness in the world around you and connect it to and don't get tied up in personal things with people, because it's in your emotional planet, and there's a lot of things going on, and a lot of people attach emotion to things. So I would say that's the best thing for you. And then looking at another planet for you right now, I know what you're going through, is your Mars, which is super high. Your Mars is in 29 degrees Gemini, and that's the action planet. That's the highest alignment I see on your chart. For real, Mars is like action, aggression, like how we assert ourselves, and it's in your 12th house. So it's telling me that you are seeing things, and it's hard for you to kind of assert yourself. You get really tired easily. You withdraw a lot because it's in the 12th house. The 12th house is the house of secrets and introspect. So when it's in your action and aggression planet, it makes you really moody and introspective. Like sometimes it will make you easily influenced by people, or you tend to kind of want to kind of retreat from society because of how you're feeling or what you're feeling, because you're feeling all types of energies right now. So you don't know what you're kind of feeling, and it makes you want to retreat back into your senses to kind of work through whatever it is. So that's kind of what the 12th house is. And it goes against the grain of how you are right now, because Mars and Gemini, they're very energetic people. They're very adventurous, physically active. So you're not a person that usually withdraws from the world, but very high strung, I would almost say, nervous, being able to communicate with others easily. So when this is kind of making you kind of be extroverted or introverted, it's making you hold back on what you want to say or what you want to do, and making you kind of retreat a little bit into like isolate yourself from people a lot more than you probably have in the past. But naturally, you're just a person that can put things together naturally. Like having that Mars and Gemini, you're very good mechanically. You can do a lot of things well mechanically, and like you're good with your hands. You're technical. You have a lot of outpouring of energy towards your family. And a lot of I think you spend a lot of your energy communicating your truth to people around you. So that's kind of what Gemini signifies in Mars. But because it's in that 12th house, that's it's like you got to work through a lot of not being straightforward with people, because it's making you kind of hold back on a lot of things and not going full bore like you used to do. Does that make sense?
That makes total sense.
Okay. But other than that, you have some interesting alignments too, with your outer planets being, you're supposed to be here doing this stuff. I think you're supposed to be here unearthing all this taboo stuff, learning this stuff right now, because your Uranus is in Scorpio. So it's in that range where you're supposed to be bringing all this taboo stuff to the collective and studying all these occult studies and esoteric knowledge. That's what you're supposed to be here doing. And you're supposed to be having a lot of that generation that has that in Uranus are very psychic naturally. So you are a bit psychic, but you just have to kind of trust that what you're seeing is what your guides are showing you, because you're seeing a lot, and sometimes it's hard to kind of piece what we're seeing because there's a lot going on right now. But yeah, I just feel like you have all this energy, man. You do have a really empathic alignment in your Mercury, so I feel like you can read people very well when you're around them physically. Like, you can pretty much read exactly what they're doing. I almost want to say you can feel their energy too. It's like you can really read energies, and that will make you real sensitive to being around people or communicating with people, because you can kind of read into them very well. So just know that, and just know that protect your energy, wear crystals to help kind of divert the energy or equalize it, and just know that just know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. I could go on for a little bit on this chart for you, but I kind of have to run it up in 10 minutes and the Stacy do her thing. But yeah, you're on the right path there, Melissa. Just know that everything that's happening to you is supposed to be happening to you, and the cycles that's happening for you, that's coming up for you next, it's gonna really empower you, because a lot of your planets are going into its first house, so you're gonna know exactly who you are coming up in this next couple of years, and you're gonna be empowering other people because you're gonna know exactly what you can do.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Stacy, you want?
Yeah. So, let me get sure my phone. Okay. So, Melissa, I did 3 cards for what you needed to know, grow, and let go. And this is being recorded, so you can always go back and listen to this recording later on, too. So what you needed to know from the universe was the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a message about the constant turning of the wheel. It's like reminding us that change is a fundamental part of existence, and it serves as a reminder that nothing in life remains like forever. So whether you're experiencing a period of success or challenge, it is temporary and will soon shift. So the universe is encouraging you to remain open and adaptable to new opportunities that may arise. And even when things seem uncertain, trust that the universe has a larger plan in motion. So that's what the universe wanted you to know. What the universe wanted you to grow was the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups is about personal growth and the pursuit of emotional fulfillment. So it's wanting you to grow this. So the universe wants you to grow by leaving behind what no longer serves you to find greater happiness. It represents a journey of self-discovery and introspection. So true satisfaction lies in following your heart and pursuing a path that aligns with your authentic desires and values. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And then what you needed to let go was the 7 of Wands. And then the 7 of Wands is the universe is calling you to let go of any conflicts and insecurities. It might suggest that you may be feeling defensive, avoiding challenges, and refusing to take responsibility for your actions. It's important to be honest with yourself about the role you played in any situation and take proactive steps towards improvement. It's just reminding you to have an open mind and be willing to accept feedback, and even if it may be uncomfortable. The universe is encouraging you to approach challenges with a positive attitude and be willing to learn and grow. It's because life is all about learning and growing. So I hope this resonates with you.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah, just know that the introspective that you're having is forcing you to learn more about yourself so you can grow. So that's why you're feeling sometimes where you have to withdraw, because it's making you reevaluate everything so you know how to better take advantage of it when it does come in your path. So that's all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Maine Chavis, how you doing, brother? It's good seeing you, man. It's good seeing you, bro. Seeing that. Okay. Well, welcome. Got all the star seeds in here now.
So next we have Sherry.
Sherry.
Hello
Okay.
there.
Hi, Sherry. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Awesome.
Welcome. Can I get
Thank
your
you.
birthday, time you were born, and location, please?
Yes. February 12th, 1956. I was born at 1:22 p.m.
Okay.
in Manhattan, New York.
Manhattan. Nice. Nice. Good old New York, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's a crazy place now.
Oh, I know. I hear it all the time from Kathy. She tells me about New York all the time.
Sherry, not for long. We're
Thank you.
taking it all back.
Okay. Give me a second here, Sherry, while I look up your alignments, and I'll let Stacy here take over.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you.
Oh, thank you.
As Sherry, I do Reiki, which is a Japanese healing technique that focuses on stress reduction and pain reduction. I do chakra balancing, attachment clearing, tarot card, and oracle card readings. Does any of that resonate with you?
Well, I do Reiki as well.
Awesome.
So I do a little bit of tarot card readings, but not too much. It all resonates with me.
Okay. Well, I'll see what the universe wants to give you then. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, they're wanting me to do the know, grow, and let go for you also. And they wanted me to pull an oracle card for you. So how about that?
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and pull an oracle card for you while Brad's pulling up your stuff. And then after Brad gets done, I'll do some tarot cards. So let me look at this. Surrender to the divine. I like that card. Full moon. So, I wish these were numbered. If they're not numbered.
Okay. Were you going first, Stacey? I didn't know.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead. I was having a hard time finding it in the book, so these aren't numbered.
Okay. So, Sherry, man, you are very, very interesting alignments for you. Yeah, you're very much a very spiritual person. You're very psychic. You are very gifted, very good with your hands. Because you do have some empathic and some really high in the spirit degree alignments in your chart. Being that you have a sun sign in the 9th house, and it's in 23 degrees. So your whole life you've been able to kind of perceive things differently than most people. I almost want to say you knew about your spiritual team at a younger age. Your whole life you've been engaged. You're very, very psychic, perceiving things. The 9th house, how you think is very scientific and logical, and you don't get bogged down in things. But the 9th house is definitely forcing you this year to put a lot of your energy into to understanding universal truths, to really invest your time in creating your own philosophy of life into your own way, and learning about esoteric knowledge, learning about the occult studies, learning about frequencies, vibrations, and healing, and all these different tricks of the trade, and embodying it and then teaching it to the rest. So a lot of people who have this placement in their sun sign have a higher awareness to life's mysteries and puzzles, and they're here to kind of organize these perceptions and connect and make it make sense for everyone else. So it's kind of like you're wanting to venture out to the world, travel, learn about all these different cultures right now, and you're just kind of gradually being put in the right direction. Like, it's almost like the information finds you and what you're wanting to look for. You don't really have to go look for it. Like, your guides kind of present it up to you that way. And that's kind of how you get this information. This will definitely be able to kind of perceive things on a new light, because you're always eager to want to learn and open to your storehouse of information, because you are an observer that's drawn to other people's ideas and experiences. And because of that, right now, you have a love for study and research, and you like to kind of reflect back into anything that you gathered and learned to kind of add to your storehouse to help others. And that's kind of how I see it for you. It's like you're constantly researching, even when when you got a chance. Anything that's new and exciting, it's like you're on it. So this is kind of where your cycle is right now. It's drawing you to open your mind to more things, connect to these higher realms of consciousness, and be able to perceive your reality in the manner that you do. And it's very unique, because you already have like a kind of unique connection with source that's unique from everyone else. It's like straight line through. I'm always going to say speed dial, as my guides are telling me, but you are a very spiritual person, and you are very much an empath. You're a psychic empath. Okay. And I would say that because empaths are really intuitive. They're really sensitive to energies, but you're also very psychic. So you're a mixture of both. And because you have it in your moon sign, you can't, like, you're like me. You can't go out in the public places a lot that are chaotic. It needs to be kind of harmonious, because your personality, your emotional side is really sweet, gentle in nature, very poetic, very passionate and sensitive to spiritual values naturally. So energetically, you're really empathetic to people. That's how you're able to tune in and tap into their energy with readings and stuff. And you do it so well because you connect with them on not only on an intuitive level, but also a psychic level as well. And so it kind of puts more context into things. This also will also have you be able to move energy around too, because a lot of empaths can move energy around, especially when it's in like 0 to 10 degrees. If it's not directly on 0, they can kind of move energy around or feel energy. So it's in your 9th house as well. And this is like forcing you to kind of, this will make you romanticize your emotions a lot, make you very sensitive to different ideas and subconscious realms and schools of thought. And you're constantly going to be studying your experiences to redefine your own philosophy about life on an emotional level. So, religion, occult studies, like I said, esoteric knowledge, sciences, astrology, all that stuff is going to be appealing to you, because the universe kind of wants you to kind of take this into your storehouse and learn about it, because it's something that you kind of need to know and want to know. And then it's also exciting and new for you because, well, it's just something that's been kind of held back from us. You basically have really good higher awareness of consciousness right now, and that's great. This is also going to take you to many foreign lands and journeys. You're going to be traveling, wanting to travel a lot. You might start traveling and going to different places, or starting new experiences that you haven't started, because those new experiences are going to be able to add to your storehouse of information. And it's going to change your philosophy on life once you go to these places. So if you have an urge to want a vacation sometime, it's because of this. But you are a natural teacher. You learn things, and then this will make you such a great teacher, being able to apply it. And because I say you're a great teacher, it's because you not only have that psychic ability of being able to perceive things without the context, but going into context from other places, but then you intuitively know things spot on. Like usually right 99% of the time. So I would say this will make you very empathic, and you have to protect your energy because you will get like drained of your energy. It will be chaotic for you. Sometimes it might make you want to withdraw from the world because you're seeing all this evil, and or you were seeing this evil happening. So it makes you not want to go outside a lot, because Pisces moons, they're known for they're so empathetic for people because that's part of their psychic gift, that they tend to be naive or allow people to manipulate them a lot because they're so empathetic to people. They kind of see the light in people and overlook the bad. And that's why they have a hard time, because a lot of other signs manipulate them. So
You were right on, my brother.
yeah, so you gotta be careful of that. But other than that, yeah, you got some interesting alignments. You got a Mercury alignment at 28 degrees. That's like I think one of your most special alignments, because it's your voice, it's your communication planet, and when you speak your truth, it's right on. Like this will make you an excellent teacher. Like I'm talking about, you make things make sense for people and your family, and like your perspectives are so grounded and so truthful and real that people trust you, and they trust. You're really acutely aware of your surroundings. Like your discernment skills is like top notch. I would almost say this is a bunch of Andromedan energy, and you might be Andromedan or have a past life in Andromeda because of this. There's a lot of Andromedan energy I'm feeling from this. But I would almost say that that's the case, and then it's in your 8th house. So the 8th house is like mentally observant. Their emotions run strong and deep. Things don't kind of leave your grasp type of deal. And you're really good at penetrating intellect and adding context to things, especially like making it make sense. So that's why my guys keep screaming, teacher. You're like a teacher energy. You know what I mean? Like you are a natural spiritual teacher. And that's partially why you probably know Reiki, you do tarot. You already are doing these things now to help enlighten and teach people. But now you kind of are getting the universe to tell you that this is what you do. Because this is what you do. You also have a Jupiter that's expanded at 26 degrees, which is like, you know a lot. Okay, information's coming to you from multiple places, everywhere. You just don't get it from the news feed. You get it from people, from the universe, from elementals, from your sleep, and you don't have to go looking for it. Sometimes it finds you more than most times, because it's at 26 degrees in Leo. So just know that like. You got great energy, great pride on how you do things. When you step into things, you do it with your best foot forward. You have excellent executive ability skills with this alignment, and then it's in your 3rd house, so it's making you want to kind of expand on multiple pursuits. I would almost say you're really good at multitasking, because this is 3rd house in Jupiter. Usually people are like, they're doing multiple things at once. So, and they're comfortable with doing that. So, learning and wanting to add to your storehouse and upgrade everything intellectually is cool. And it's part of that deal, that package, when it goes into your conscious planet and expanding your consciousness. Because Leo and Jupiter, they kind of tend to overdo things, or they kind of tend to coming off of being a know-it-all or ego, but it's not that. It's just that your consciousness is so expanded that you know a lot more than most people, the average person. Okay, so you're way ahead of the game. You probably knew about COVID before it was COVID. You probably knew about, you probably were shown things, little red flags on things, and then it became true.
My whole life.
Yeah.
My whole life it's been like
I
that.
I believe it. That's how that is for you. Your guides have been talking to you a lot through your Jupiter. God's been talking to you a lot through your Jupiter. Source, the divine creator, he shows you things through that alignment for you. So
And
that
they told me I was going to become a teacher, but I thought it was going to be more about ascension, that I was going to be teaching ascension.
It could be that, but it also can be teaching people about how to find themselves. Like you could be just a teacher could be also a person that does tarot, that's teaching them about finding themselves and trusting themselves and how things are aligned. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about ascension per se, but there needs to be teachers at this time to help people empower themselves to find themselves, because finding yourself is the number one thing, because once that happens, you co-create your reality and you change your reality at that point when you find who you are. But until then, people kind of get their information from here and there and give their power away to other sources. And that's where we're at right now. So we're at like a transformational period. And I feel like this year and next year, a lot of people who are on the similar cycles that you and I are on are going to be coming through a transformational stage as teachers and finding out who we are and really kind of homing down on whatever skill that is. So I don't think it's going to be bogged down for you just on an ascension per se, but it might be partially ascension and empowerment, or it might be a teacher in Reiki mastering. Since you do Reiki, I mean, that's a pretty powerful, the fact that you can move energy around like that on a precise level is very powerful. So keep up what you're doing. My guys are telling me that you definitely are a teacher and a healer, and you give me all types of Andromedan vibes, like definitely, especially in your Mercury, and I feel like, you're kind of here to showcase that, because your Uranus in Cancer is like telling me that you had like a kind of like an unsettled earlier childhood, maybe, where you were like hyper aware and alert and everybody was asleep. So it was like they treated you differently, or you had a different experience with your parents or your family, and it was harder for you as a kid because of these experiences. But you were supposed to go through that because those experiences are supposed to be brought to the collective, so everybody understands how special you were and are. And also, at that time, your generation is here to bring in new possibilities and visions for the collective, because that's one of the beginning times, I feel, when all the star seeds were coming in, was around your generation and right before it. So, you guys were here to kind of shake things up.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're on your path, and you're definitely doing it. Definitely.
Yeah, and I am a Reiki master already. I'm learning to move the elements around.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like, and I can make myself invisible. I've been able to do that for years. So
that's awesome.
I can't wait for my superpowers to come in.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, I think you already got superpowers, girl. I mean, you can do a lot right now. You can read people. You can read people as good as I can. And you're that empathic, because you have an ability to kind of read people intuitively, and then you have this psychic ability where you can kind of pick up things out of context. So that's where I'm like, man, like you're right where you need to be, man. And then you're knowing it. So stepping into your power, knowing it, it makes you even more empowered. And that's kind of where we're at. It's kind of like we have to charge each other up to be able to push ourselves through these hard times, because we're all going through it in some degree, so.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you said.
Oh, you're welcome, Sherry. And hey, Rainey. Don't mean to call you out, but hey, Rainey.
I was like, oh, she's a sweetheart. Hi, guys.
Hi. Okay.
Hi, Lacey.
Hi. How are you?
Kathy, Rainey, Chrissy, Stacy, Rainey.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. So Lacey,
I've heard all good things.
is Lacey Rainey? Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I need to change the name.
Yeah.
I need to change my name back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Stacy go ahead first, and I'll introduce you to everybody. Rainey. She's
okay.
He's about to redo this tarot real quick for her.
All right, Sherry. It is kind of wild when you start disappearing, though, right? I used to disappear all the time, and people wouldn't see me. And I've noticed myself disappearing on the camera in my house. So I'm like, where am I going? I don't know.
That's cute.
I'm going somewhere. So I pulled this oracle card for you, which is surrender to the divine. And so as life is coming to a head, it really feels that way, right? A point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. So tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. So, feels really true about that, doesn't it?
Thank you.
Yeah, and then I pulled some cards for you for tarot, too, on what you needed to know, grow, and let go. So what you needed to know was the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is like the universe sees that you're forming deep connections and partnerships that can enhance your spiritual growth. So keep surrounding yourself with people who share your values and beliefs, as they can support and inspire you on your spiritual journey. Embrace the power of collaboration and shared experiences to foster personal growth and deeper understanding. So joining chats like this, great way to do it. And what you needed to grow was this Ace of Swords. So the universe is encouraging you to embrace the power of your mind and to use logic and reason to solve problems and make decisions. It suggests that you have the mental clarity to cut through any confusion and find the truth in any situation. It highlights the importance of being honest with yourself and others and pursuing truth and integrity in all your endeavors.
Wow, powerful card.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stacy.
And what you needed to let go was the Knight of Cups. So if you have any emotional turbulence or a tendency to be overly idealistic, it's just suggesting that you may be struggling with unrealistic expectations or having difficulty managing your emotions. So warning you against becoming overly focused on fantasies or dreams that are not grounded into reality. So the universe is encouraging you to find balance between your romantic ideas and practical considerations, and to avoid being swept away by emotions that may lead to disappointment. So I hope that resonates with you.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you to do that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're powerful, Sarah. I would say keep doing what you're doing, man, and know that you are in the right place at the right time. It's just time for you to take action, and you're going to get all the. I mean, you're so good at finding the answers anyway now. So just keep trusting your intuition, trust your judgment, and protect your energy first and foremost, because you have to protect you to be able to be of service to others. So that's that self-care and self-love. It's not being selfish. It's just protecting yourself. That's all.
So true. Thank you so much. I really appreciate both of you very much. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome. And you guys, thank you guys for joining. Tonight, we're gonna do some more readings here shortly, and I'm wanted to just welcome my friend Rainey here, Lacey Lane here. She is amazing, and she's I want to say a psychic medium in a sense, and maybe I can get her to do something to showcase that. But yeah, you're amazing. I just wanted to say hello to you, and Kathy was looking forward to talking to you, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. Maybe what we'll do is when we're done with the readings, we'll showcase some stuff, and Rainey does readings too, or she's starting to get back into that, but she's really good. I'll just say she's really good at reading. She can connect with people that crossed over, especially your loved ones and animals, and she can kind of talk to them and let you know that they're okay, and she can identify the ones that crossed over. So if you have people that have passed away that you want to talk to or see again, that's one of her gifts. She can tap into that energy, and it's really good. She's really psychic in that regard.
Thank you. I don't know what to say now. You said everything. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah. Awesome. And yeah, like Rainey, like I said, we're all starseeds here. We're all like finding ourselves and kind of going through this change. So everything is welcomed here. It's all love. Yeah, I just want to welcome you here.
What's that noise? Am I the only one that can hear it?
It's probably feedback.
Yeah,
So because
it's definitely some kind of
Oh,
feedback somewhere. Yeah.
I like our mic, one of the mics is feedback. That's all.
I was like, oh. Yeah, I guess I really don't know what to say. I'm just getting a feel for the group and getting myself back into it. I kind of put myself in work and my kiddos and everything else, and it's divine timing, I guess, for me to start back connecting again because it's starting to happen. Now it's just I can't stop it, so I can't run away from it anymore.
It was meant for you to be in that position. And some of us have these gifts, okay? And we were always meant to share these gifts or to help at certain times. And we go through certain things in our life to get us ready for those times.
Yes, and I think that's what's happening. And it's like when you finally hit that pivotal moment, it's like I'll go somewhere where we're networking, and I'm like, "Hey, do you have a sorry, do you have an uncle or this?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's weird. Go away, crazy lady." But now I
Yeah,
just want to do it for people that really want it and not creep people out with it because it can be a lot to some.
yeah. It is. I will say this: you surprised me when you did it for me one time, and it was at a time where I really needed to hear that answer from them because that person that crossed over was really close to me. So, I highly
Sounds
recommend
good.
everyone, if you have a friend or family member that crossed over and you just want to like hear from them or connect with them. She's really good at doing that, and in that regard. And if you want a session with her, you can DM her or pick me up, and I can link it up for you guys or whatever. But we'll figure out a way to get her
Yes.
set up. She does do private readings as well too, so maybe we'll showcase that at the end of here. When we get towards the end here, we'll get Kathy involved. I think Kathy's excited about this one. All right, what we got, Kathy?
Okay, so we have Eden, and then Jay will be next. And I wanted to say hi to Beamy and Lyndall, and who else is in here? Oh,
Oh, okay.
Jermaine. Hi, Jermaine.
Oh,
So,
Jermaine. Yeah, Jermaine's in here. Got the captain, the Commander Argus. I mean, we got Lyndall. Lyndall, what's up, brother? Beamy, Jay Rosemary. What's up, Jay? Yeah, everybody's in here, and welcome everyone that's in here. Mariella, Dawn, Tammy, and then Eden's Links. I'm not done fighting. Welcome, Jen B. It's good seeing you. And everybody else is in there. I don't know how to pronounce your name because of the effects, but welcome. And Nama Q, welcome. Okay, so I guess who's next? You said Eden's next?
yeah, it's Eden. Go ahead, Eden.
Okay, Eden.
Hi, you guys. Thank you
Hi,
so
Eden.
much for doing this tonight. And
Yeah.
by the way, my name is Danae.
Oh, Danae. Okay. Hi, Danae.
So
How can I
what
help
do you
you?
need from me?
So I just need your birthday, time you were born, and location, and then
That okay, 12/19/66.
oh, Sagittarius.
Hello.
Jermaine, like okay,
In Denver?
Denver, Colorado.
Yes, sir.
Nice,
11:58 p.m.
awesome. I lived in Denver for 7 years. Jermaine's there right now, actually.
Hello, Denver.
That's the same birthday as my wife. That's crazy.
Oh, is it, Lyndall? That's awesome. Well, that's a powerful birthday then.
Yeah.
I didn't know your wife's a Sagittarius too, Lyndall. That's why y'all get along so well.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna look this up real quick, Danae, and I'll let Stacy take it over from here while I look
Thank
this
you.
up. Welcome.
Okay. So I do a number of different things, and for Danae, for you, I was getting that you needed an attachment clearing. Would you be open for that?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay. Did you have anything else that resonated with you?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So if I'll be doing that while Brad's doing your reading, so you'll kind of, if you'll tune into your body and pay attention, most people will feel lighter. Some people will feel like a tingling kind of feeling, like in their chest or other parts of their body, but most people will feel much lighter afterwards. It depends on how many attachments you have. If you've been having pain or things like that, sometimes you'll even have your pain released. So I had one lady that had a lot of attachments, and like she was having a lot of neck and back pain, and that went away after that. Because she was carrying around a lot of people. So
Yeah, right?
yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll work on that while Brad's doing your reading for you, okay?
Great.
Can I be added to the list too for a reading? Thank you.
We're doing 4 tonight, so I think we have our 4 for tonight. That usually takes us about 2 hours to do 4 people for free, but we all, me and Brad do full sessions for people. If you want to make a DM us. But for tonight, we're going to be limited to 4, and then I think Randy might be doing something for Kathy afterwards when me and Brad are finished.
Okay, thank you.
But we do that. We've been doing this every Friday
Go
night.
on.
So you
I
can
could
come
tell.
back.
Yes.
We can come back next Friday also.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, Kathy, for having us. Moderating
Let's see
for us.
here.
Yes. Yes. I don't know who opened her mic, but that's okay, Dawn. If you come in at 7:30 and raise your hand, you'll be first to get in for the evening. We've been telling people that, but they've been joining a little bit late and they've been missing that. But that's just a tip. So
Yeah.
we have. All right. So
All
we
right.
have Eden and then Jay.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah.
Eden.
It's Danae.
Danae,
So
yeah.
we already, and I've actually been looking at her chart, and Danae, you are very powerful too. Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
You got some interesting alignments. You're very similar to Sherry's alignment. I'm gonna say you're definitely a psychic empath as well, but you're very, very spiritual. Like I almost would say this is you similar to where you've been seeing stuff like this your whole life. You've been kind of you've had a spiritual, optimistic outlook in life, and you've been kind of like been shown things your whole life. God's been talking to you directly, like you have a direct connection with him. I would say more powerful than a lot of people. So you're very on point. You're very psychic. You're very much an empath too. Your cycle that you're on and your sun signs in your 3rd house. So what that means is it's like a lot of your energy right now is kind of put into developing your intellect and communicating your ideas with others. And because of that, your awareness and your discernment skills are top notch. Like you are really observant. You're constantly asking questions of reality and you're getting your answers and you're expanding your mind, your thought process. But you kind of need to be around people who stimulate your mind and ideas that stimulate your mind. If it doesn't stimulate you mentally, it's like you won't even engage in it. Kind of like that. So people like, yeah. So it has to be, you're a really good speaker with this energy. You're a really good writer, taking these thoughts and what you've learned and kind of incorporating it. And, like I said, your observational skills are elite. It's like there's nothing that can really go past you that you don't see, or perceive, even in other realms, even in that case. But I just feel that you kind of have to be intellectually stimulated or challenged in order for your natural abilities to kind of come out. If you're around people of lower consciousness and vibration, then it bogs you down. So you have to find people around you of like mind, or they have to stimulate your mind for you to kind of show your abilities. And that's when it comes out for you the most, when you're like mentally engaged and stimulated. Because you see things that are really beyond the spectrum of our reality. It's interesting. Like you're that psychic. You have a moon in Aries. Interesting. So 2 degrees. Aries moons, man. Let me tell you something. They get a bad rap because they're very, Yeah, very sensitive. They're very much warriors, man. They get a bad rap because a lot of people who have Aries moons have a temper problem. Like they don't like, they're really impatient. Okay. They don't like to really wait on people. It's kind of like a lot of they're really impulsive and they're really competitive and they have high energy levels. And it's different for you because it's in 2 degrees. So you're very much really empathic with this energy and you're very sensitive with this energy, even though you're really kind of brash and like, "Rawr," you know what I mean? Like you are a spontaneous type of person. You react instantly. But you're very intuitive. So your reactions are spot on. So when you do react, it's for a reason. And that's why. So a lot of people who have the placement in Aries in their moon sign, they're quick to temper, but they get over it very quickly. And then the more sensitive, intuitive they are, the more direct and reason for why they get tempered. Aries is like, they're warriors, man. They're badasses of the zodiac. So it's in your 7th house. So this is like interesting because it's in your emotional planet, and the 7th house kind of screams to me that it's like the house of marriage, interpersonal relationships, and sensitivity to interpersonal relationships. So people usually who have this in their moon sign are either soul searching for their soulmate, or they're found their soulmate, or they're working out things with their soulmate already, and it's getting even more empowered. But how you learn about yourself, it'll make you a popular person with this energy. Like people just like to be around you and feel comfortable with you. You feel comfortable when you're in a partnership with someone, and how you kind of find yourself and learn about yourself is through this partnership. So you learn more about yourself as a mirror with someone else. If that makes sense. So right now it's kind of like I feel like you're in a cycle right now that you're going to run into your soulmate if you're not already haven't ran into them. And either you're going to run into your soulmate or another one of your soulmates, or you're going to strengthen that connection with your soulmate already. It's going to take it to another level spiritually. But you are very aware of how others affect you emotionally. And that's going to be a major thing for you. So you're going to attract somebody who's spiritually connected, who's also mood switch because of your mood switching, because you're very sensitive to energy. So your partner is probably going to be just similar to that, or be able to compensate, be able to understand, because they have to understand your emotional side. And you can't put yourself around a lot of places, a lot of energy, especially if it's chaotic, because you feel it right away. Like you feel it to a point where it's like, ugh, you know what I mean? Where you have to kind of cleanse your energy to that point. But that's the byproduct of what it is, because you can pick and pretty much read anybody. Anybody's in the room, anybody's around you. I almost feel like you're picking up energies from people down the street from you. Like you're that powerful. So your moods will fluctuate, and that's why sometimes you'll wake up and feel achy, or you might feel like energized one day because the Schumann's going off, and then the next day you're like, oh, I got no energy. Well, it's because like you're constantly transmuting energy and moving energy around, and you're that sensitive where you're picking up other people's energies. So just be aware of that. And wow, you have a Virgo rising at 28 degrees. So Virgo rising people, okay, the mask that they wear, like if people were to guess your birthday, they would think you're a Virgo, even though you're a Sagittarius. But you're at the because you're very conscious of the details of things. You're very orderly. Like you have things in boxes. That's kind of how you kind of see things, and you kind of separate it in boxes to kind of go through things as it should. They're like natural perfectionists, and they're really a lot of people who have this placement are really good conversationalists. Since it's in 28 degrees, it's very psychic energy for you. You know the right times to kind of feel people out and kind of read people, and you get messages just guiding through life a lot of times through that. And a lot of these messages will come in different order through people, through animals, through your environment. And it's kind of interesting how you kind of interpret it, because it's very unique. Like a lot of people, like I can trust it. This is why I say you have a direct connection with Source, because he talks to you a lot through your really psychic alignments here. I feel like this, when you were younger, you probably were real critical of yourself, and having to hit the mark every time. Now, because you have this in your placement, you've learned to kind of be easy on yourself and more love yourself more and not set the bar for yourself so high. Because you already are knocking out the park anyway. So you don't have to go 110% because you're already going 100, and like, you know, to be easy on yourself a little bit. But as I see it, man, this will make you very much concerned in helping body, having a well range of ideas and knowledge that you can kind of contribute. And that's kind of what Virgo kind of represents. Virgo represents gathering the fruits of the material world and then bringing the harvest from these fruits to the people. So this is going to want you to kind of want to help people, to be of service in some kind of way. And it's kind of making you humble to be of service, to want to go out and to be of service, to help people. So if you have that streak where you're like, I got to do something to help people, this is kind of that part of yourself that wants you to do that. It wants you to kind of purify your goals and then put out all this wonderful energy that you do into the right things of changing things. And being of service is probably on top of your list, but that's interesting.
Right.
Another thing I would say is your well, you got Uranus in Virgo and Pluto in Virgo. So your Pluto in Virgo, I already kind of know Pluto's a transformation planet for you, and you're already here doing all these things. See, Pluto and Virgo, they are here. This generation's here to witness this change in how society acts towards duty, working, responsibility. They're kind of here to kind of make sure these things happen, make sure that we are being on top of our health, making sure that we are being on top of being at the job, making sure we're knocking things out that we're supposed to do. But really, what's really important is that your generation's kind of here to change how we look at health. And a lot of your generation is not going with the pharmaceuticals. They are growing their own medicines. They're drinking out of copper cups. They're using Celtic salt. They're using crystals and frequency healing. And they're the ones that are doing that regularly. And they're bringing that to the collective. And because you guys are practicing it your whole life, you're making it popular for the rest of the collective to use. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep using your crystals. Keep doing what you're doing, because it does have an effect subconsciously to whoever's around you. But because you guys practice it regularly, that's kind of where the collective is going to be heading to. And we're not going to be using the pharmaceuticals anymore and going to more homeopathic medicine. So keep doing what you're doing with that, because you're right on par, exactly where the universe wants you to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Danae, I wasn't able to message you directly to tell you what I did for you. I don't know, it says open your channel, so maybe you don't have a direct message. If you could message me directly, that would be nice. But I did remove several earthbounds and some dark energy, so you should be feeling lighter. I don't know if you were able to notice that while he was doing the reading at the same time. That was a lot of energy going on around you at the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot of big energy. It's a big magnet, you know,
Yes.
and when I go out into public, you know, things stick.
Yes.
So, and you caught me at the end of the day after it was probably a little bit more sticky. I did a little bit of Palo Santo to try and clear it out, but I appreciate what you did as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the water will help move that energy out too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you, Danae, so much.
Oh, I appreciate it very, very much. And you were spot on. And you know, that's a gift that you have, and I can attest. I wouldn't have been sent in here and had you take a look at it. As you well see, I go where I'm told to go. So I appreciate your reading. And Stacy, thank you so much for everything that you did. Room, fantastic. It's a really good feeling group of people. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. This is awesome. Okay, man. I love it. I love it. What's up, Kathy?
Well, thanks, Danae. And next we have Jay Rosemary.
Jay Rosemary. What's going on, brother?
What's up,
Yeah.
man?
Hey, what's up,
What's up?
brother? How you doing?
Man, you guys are rocking it. I love this stuff. There's so many channels, so many things, but what I like is integrity and funness and wholesomeness. So I'm glad I stumbled on this, and I've been late. I'm always late. What's up, buddy?
It's all good, man. It's all good. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, man. Um, Let me get your birthday, time you're born, and location while I look up your alignment for you, and then Stacy will ask you her setup here.
Nice, thank you. Appreciate this chance. My birthday is 05/28, 1984.
Mm-hmm.
09:30 a.m. So 9:30 a.m.
9:30. Okay.
Yeah.
And what city were you born?
I'll spell it for you.
Okay.
It's MINA
Mm-hmm.
TIPLAN.
T as in Tom or P? Okay.
T.
T.
Yes.
Okay.
TITLAN.
Okay. So
And that's
MINATITLAN.
yes, and that's Veracruz, Mexico. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see if I can look this up here. Like that.
It's come up before, but it's pronounced Minatitlan, Veracruz.
Ah, interesting. Very interesting. You and Erica have the same birthday. Interesting.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Happy birthday, Gemini.
That's awesome. All right. Let me see here. And Stacy, you didn't. I guess you wanted to do a tarot reading here, or what do you get?
What resonates with you, Jay?
Open to anything, whatever you have handy. So we'll go with that.
I have everything handy.
And you said tarot or what?
I do Reiki, tarot cards, oracle cards, attachment clearings, and chakra balancing.
Let's do tarot for today.
Okay.
And Minitidon, what place in there would you say you're from? Is it from Amatia? There's a bunch of different places in Minitidon.
Oh no, it should be just the city, Minatitlan. So it's the state is Veracruz.
Oh, Veracruz. Okay.
Yeah, Veracruz, Mexico. Yeah, that's
Okay.
the state, and then the city was
Minitidon. Okay. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I do see it here. Yep. Gotcha. Found it. Let's see.
And Jay, I was getting that you needed an attachment clearing too, if you'd like that too.
I would appreciate that. Sounds good.
Okay, but I'll do tarot since you asked for that.
Hey. All right. Yeah, I saw on your chart, man. I was looking at it and I was like, dude, you have like kind of the attributes of like an all around healer. That's very psychic, you have a little bit of everything. Okay. You're a little empathic. You're super psychic in some parts. And then you have a really strong mind in another part. So I feel like a lot of things are happening for you right now, especially your sun sign being in 7 degrees Gemini. It's in its 11th house. So you're really intellectual. You're really logical. How you communicate. You're very good at communicating. I almost say this will make you very sensitive to energies, being so low in your sun sign. So you can kind of read people very well through communication through the phone, being in person, especially how the planetary energy is raising. It's a lot more people are becoming more sensitive to energies. So you do have empathic tendencies with this alignment because you're going to feel a lot of energies coming in. You can feel people. You'll know the right times intuitively when things are going on. And right now your sun sign's in its 11th house. So it's like what that means is a representation of all your energy to to finding out like where you belong in a group or group consciousness. And that's where I think you find yourself. It's like, how you integrate with people of like mind and sharing ideas. Like you are top notch with that. A1. Like you enjoy being membership with groups and with groups of friends that you kind of identify in that way. So you're like finding your soul tribe right now, with all these different groups, and the groups that you identify to, the strongest kind of is teaching you about yourself, a lot more than most, but you function really well in groups. You're drawn to the collective awareness right now, humanitarian goals, social goals, religious and spiritual philosophies, political purposes. But whatever group or groups you choose to participate in, you easily align your ideas and sense of purpose with that of the collective. So you're a great conduit for the collective awareness and bringing things together. You're almost like a bridge, I would say. You're able to kind of collectively connect people together and connect the dots to certain things for people, especially in a group function, and you make the group work. That's one of your things. Now, having this placement, right, people who have this placement in their sun sign are usually have a sense of group awareness that leads them to be the focus or leadership within the group. Like you're a natural leader when in a group standpoint. Like you can take the charge, take the lead, like bring people's awareness to certain topics, and you would be the person that they would call on if they have to control a large amount of people, and everybody's thinking in a think tank, and you can kind of like control that awareness, like a baker on the chans. Like a baker on the chans would be one of your things, like up your alley if you were that. But I would say like in the most part, a lot of people who have this placement have a lot of influential friends. People like they know a lot of influential people, whether they either were an influential person themselves or they have a lot of influential friends among the group that kind of impacts multiple circles, and you're all constantly looking for groups of commonality that are sharing common goals and objectives, because you're very intuitive and the awareness of the collective and the needs of others and their desires. That's kind of how you learn about yourself and other people, because it's like you have like this, you tap into the collective awareness very easily. And that's like amazing. It's amazing to have that kind of leadership ability and to be able to tap into so many people and to motivate so many people. So that's good. I think you kind of will help you to benefit you by identifying your unique attributes as an individual and become more aware of how they fit in within a group for you and a dynamic for you. Because when you do that, then I think you'll start seeing a lot of things transpire easily for you when you're able to kind of separate yourself from the group and kind of showcase what you really can do. Because you have a Taurus moon at 13 degrees. So you're very naturally grounded. You don't get riled up easily, man. It takes a lot to emotionally move you, to rile you up. So you're a very stabilizing force for people. And it's in your 10th house. So that's why you're constantly working all the time. The 10th house is like the house of work, kind of. It's the experience of being accepted in the public career or the work in the world. So prestige and stuff matters to you a great deal to you, and being ambitious in the outer world because you feel like you have something important to share with others around you. So you strive to be a leader, and at the same time, people who generally have this in their moon sign or 10th house are always working all the time. Like they're thinking about working, or they're working, and their downtime they're working. So that's all. Being in the job that you have right now, that you're working, being mobile and being able to get around is perfect for you, because you can still kind of input what you need in the group perspective and still satisfy what your cycle is you're on for your work. But for the most part, you're a person that needs security. It's like Taurus gives a personality with deep need for security. They're very centered in the material world, but they have powerful, deep emotions, but it's hard to rile them up. So that's why people love your energy, because you're a good-natured person. Your degrees is in the 13 degrees, so you're a bit psychic, you have a mixture of both, like the intuitive empathness and the psychic. I would almost say you get visions a lot of things that pop up in your mind, or maybe thoughts that randomly pop up that come out of nowhere, and then they make sense, and then you make it make sense for a lot of people. or like a lot of little eureka moments for you. Because you're very practical about how you think and your thought process, and that's what makes people so comfortable with you, because you're so grounded in your reality that they just know they can depend on you. They always know where Jay's going to be at. They know Jay's a loyal person. They know that she's going to be there, and his thought process is going to kind of keep people in line, because you don't get riled up very easily emotionally. So that's a good thing to have. Now having your rising in Cancer at 29 degrees, that's powerful. This is your highest alignment. And this will make you very psychic to energies and energies around you. Let me see here. 29 degrees. Yes. This will make you very psychic to energies around you, because Cancer risings are naturally nourishing. They're really protective of other people. Their ruling planet is the moon. So it's like an intuitive streak with people, and you can kind of connect to people on a level that's so intuitive and natural that it's just, or psychic, I mean, that it's like almost scary for you to find out how you're connecting with them and finding these answers. These answers of how you're seeking things are not coming in the normal way of how you're picking up things. They're coming through spiritually. They're coming through other people. So you're kind of like timeline jumping and then getting the verification on doing that at the same time. Does that make sense? A lot of times.
Oh yeah.
And you're really good at working with the public. You're a natural nurturer. This is like perfect for you. You're good at you're good at making people feel good, at helping them, getting the information, being subtle rather than direct with certain things. But your moods are going to be very sensitive to this because you're so psychic. And this is a strong connection for you, because a lot of people who have this high alignment, this is the highest alignment I've seen in the rising. So your connection with Source Creator is very, very special. Very dynamic. He talks to you directly. I also want to say that in a previous existence, you were something very powerful, like angelic almost, with a high alignment like this. So I want to say that, like, you probably have a conjunct in the galactic center or the Shapley attractor or one of these galactic areas. And a lot of people who have conjuncts there in those areas tend to be like hyper psychic in this reality and in this lifetime. And they tend to have all their chakras open and have like a direct connection with Source. That's like almost like God speaking to you through people, through the sky, through images, your everything. So very powerful alignment for you. And this is going to make you want to be involved with the past in some kind of way of healing the past or healing other people's traumas. Maybe it's going to be some kind of karmic calling for you, and that you're going to be getting kind of calling you in different directions. I don't know how. My guys are kind of saying some kind of karmic connection to you, but that's what I keep seeing in my mind here. People with this placement in Cancer kind of collect spiritual residue from the past, and they got a hard time letting things go. I don't see that as a problem for you, because it's such a high spiritual alignment that you learn that earlier in your life to let things go and to not hold on to things. But it was definitely a karmic lesson for you to learn. And maybe that's why you're here, to kind of teach people that aspect. But everything's instinctual for you. It's like instinct and instinctual action. Like it's like a sixth sense that you have, and it's really spot on, really quickly. 29 degrees is like super psychic. The highest you can get on the chart. So that's special. Yeah, you also got a really intuitive line on your, okay. That's being Cap. I feel like your dream planet is in 0 degrees, and this is the last line I'll just say. Your dream planet is in 0 degrees, Neptune and Capricorn, and that's interesting because your generation's you're very much, I think your calling for you is to be in some kind of healing or helping profession in the future, whether it be healing people or helping them, being like a spiritual leader. I don't know. That might be a calling for you, because it's in 0 degrees and it's in your dream planet in Neptune, and it's in Capricorn. So that's interesting for you specifically. Maybe your work has to be, for you, your work has to be kind of spiritually satisfying for you. So whatever work that you're going to be doing in the future, it has to be some kind of spiritual attainment or something for you to motivate you, but you're going to be able to do what you want to do in the future. And I think you're going to do something that's going to be like a healing or helping profession that's spiritually going to motivate you. It's a calling for you to do that. Does that make sense?
Totally, because thank you, dude. You're spot on. Such a gifted individual. Much honored to have received that from you. So thank you. Means a lot. Yeah, I've always associated with anything priesthood and or
Oh,
sacred
okay.
teaching. My
Yes.
my middle name is Clark, so that derives to clerk in etymology. So clerical, but like even deeper, it goes to scribe in etymology. Like, the root of it is a scribe. And I did graffiti for many years, and I would be, vandalist, leave my name for many years on glass, etching. So that's scribing. It's what it's called in graffiti as well. Anyway, so that priesthoodness and illuminated letters through graffiti have always called my name. So you nailed it, and thank you, bud. I'm stoned now, but you guys rock it. I like that. Thank you.
Awesome. No, bro, I love you, man. You're awesome. All right, yeah. I think that enhances your abilities getting stoned, because like the fact that what I think weed does is it makes us get into higher realms of consciousness, and the ones that are very sensitive to energies, if you're like regularly using it, you can see and perceive things in an elite level. Things come to you so quick. So like, yeah, I think I used to be a stoner too. I used to live in Colorado, so I know. But yeah, definitely.
Nice, and I appreciate it. And it was very powerful. Like I recorded it on my end, if you don't mind, just for keep it short on my end, bro. That shit was powerful. I
Yeah,
was over
brother.
here breathing it out, like wow. And then I was kind of tapping kind of my leg, like dang, you're not too my horn, but it's like, bro, it's just my calling. So I can't help it to be like, you know what I mean? I appreciate you,
Yeah.
man. You guys are
Yeah,
wonderful.
Jay,
Thanks, man.
you were right on par, brother. The universe is not gonna lie, man. I'm recording this too, so I'm gonna post this on the wall for people, and you can save the recording too later. So everybody who's got a reading today, I'm gonna post this on the wall later. And man, brother, anytime. And if you want like galactic reading or something later on or something, I'll just reach out to me. I got you. I'll at least tell you.
Appreciate it. Oh,
Yeah, for sure. And Stacy, I think you're up next on this.
Okay, Jane. So I just got done scanning your energy to see what you needed to be released. Do you want me to do that with you privately?
if you'd like to, yes.
Okay, let's do
I
that
know,
privately.
I know it goes deep. It can be scary, huh? Have a
I don't want
traumatized.
to freak out anybody else out. But
Oh no, I don't mind open source, open book. So let's just rock.
Okay, so I did your cards too. So what I got for you to know is the Five of Swords. It's interesting because I did know, grow, and let go, and you got 2 5s, 5 5. I knew you'd like that. So the universe wants you to know that it recognizes the challenges and struggles that you have come along with your spiritual path. There may have been external forces or negative energies that have tried to disrupt your spiritual journey. It's important for you to stay grounded in your beliefs and not let these obstacles shake your faith. And this card is a reminder that true spiritual growth often comes through struggle and conflict, and that the universe knows that you have worked through these challenges in a way that is respectful and constructive to all parties involved. So that was a nice message. And then what the universe wanted you to grow was the Five of Cups. So the universe is wanting you to grow in the remaining opportunities and hope. So it's natural to feel sorrow over what has been lost, and it's also essential to recognize what remains. So this universe has encouraged you to shift your focus from the loss to the possibilities that still exist. It serves as a reminder that not all is lost, and there are still aspects of your life that hold potential for joy and fulfillment. And then what the universe wanted you to let go of was the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, the universe is wanting you to let go of any insecurity, neglect, or lack of practical support. It suggests that there may be issues with maybe self-care, emotional well-being, or providing a stable foundation in various aspects of your life. So it's essential for you to address and identify any areas that remain and to regain any balance and stability within your life. So I hope that resonates with you, Jane.
Heck yeah, that was amazing. Thanks, Stacy.
Okay.
That was wonderful.
All right. So I'm going to do a clearing for you. So if you'll pay attention to your body, a lot of people will feel lighter and not, they may feel a tingling in their body. So I was getting that you had earthbounds with you, that you had 30 earthbounds on you or around you, that you had 10 NPCs, and that you had dark energy entities around you. So I'm going to release that now by calling in some archangels. Okay, so I'm going to do that now.
And just drink some water, Jay, if you can, when she's doing this. I'd help you.
Okay, Jay, did you feel anything move around there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Man, it's powerful. A lot of the star seeds and the powerful souls that are down here doing the mission get attacked easily. So that's why it's important to just kind of go through that maintenance and do these clearings, because we're constantly getting attacked all the time in different ways that we can't see. So having that, it's not surprising for a spiritually powerful soul to have that many attachments. Because we're constantly getting bombarded with things that we can't perceive and see.
Yeah, and I always try to cloak myself with that garment and that, shield. But yeah, no, of course they can attach, so that's what it is. Never go within, so we're okay. Thank you. That was amazing. I dealt with the adventure in my cellular, bodily stuff. So thank you. You're awesome, Stacy. That was beautiful. I'm honored. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, brother. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys, if you before we get to the next part, if you guys want a private session, just DM me at dadbrad100. Be careful of that scammer, because there's a scammer going around as me, and I will not ask you for financial advice. So please be advised with that. But if you want a private session, just DM me. I'll post a link on the wall, and Stacy will post her website link. If you want a private session with Stacy, she does dowsing, tarot readings, Reiki healings, clearings. So if you need like an energetic clearing, I highly advise doing that because she's really certified in moving energy around and kind of helping us get that boost that you need spiritually.